8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
What up, though? It's the word. I am your reality coach, and this is your dose of reality. But before we do that, let's get into the chat. Marlene, what up, though, sis? Appreciate you. Appreciate that one. Okay. Tamika Davis, what up, sis? Lisa J. Stocks is in the building. Hey, we got one of them nines. One of them nines is down there, locked and loaded. Appreciate you, sis. Antisocial. Dee, what up, though? Keith, Mr. West is in the building. What up, though? Appreciate y'all. Hey, I want to talk about this Katt Williams situation, but we're going to do it the way we do it. You know, so we're going to have a conversation because there's a lot of things that I don't hear people talking about. Shout out to the sis Tay Eats. You know, she did a great show. She premiered it earlier, and she was talking about it. So, I mean, this touched on some things I don't think people really looked at, and it's some things I want to touch on too. But there she go. We got the nines in the building. Hey, man, y'all get with the 9%. Y'all don't know what the 9% is. We're going to be learning throughout the night, throughout this week, throughout this month, throughout this year, what the 9% is. You know, we solution seekers. We seek problems and we find solutions. And if we don't have the solution, guess what we do? We get tools. We get different ways of thinking, different understandings, information that a lot of people ain't privileged to, because problems are meant to be solved, and that's what we do.
Inside of me, you better watch out if you ignite me's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the sword, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore, always wanting more, freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness, torn apart quick, you left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Bronze, what up, though, fam? Appreciate you. Hey, let's get into this, right? So, for those who don't know and those who may know, you know, Katt Williams sat down with Uncle Shannon Sharp, and on Club Shay Shay did an interview, right? And most most people say Cat Williams walked into 2024 with violence, right? But I think he was just telling us truth. You know, a lot of things went over his head. I'm wait to see if Sis hit the panel and let her talk about the symbolism, right? A lot of symbolism in it. Yeah, if Sis hit the panel, we'll talk about that. But the part that I want to talk about is um, just the overall reaction, with how people feel about what he did. Uh, let's be honest, nothing he says should be surprising or shocking, especially with all the stuff that's been happening and going on in the last couple months. Why is it shocking? Why is it surprising? It surprises me that people still look at these people like they ain't regular people. I mean, some of them probably got way more issues than the average person. Looking at the lack of integrity of a lot of those stars, lack of dignity, integrity, the things they willing to go through to get their position and keep their position. You hear some of the stories, and then you see the ones who reject it. People like Katt Williams. You can tell he rejected it. Dave Chappelle. You can tell he rejected because they say it, but they can only say so much even then, and they know it because like everyday average walking people, you know, we think like cops abuse their power, but when you get to a certain level, you realize like um, people are devious, and they have the resources to be uh, evil. That's the only way to say it. So I mean, even they limit it to what they can say and what they will say. Miss Tracy in the building. Shout out to Miss Tracy in the building. Appreciate you, Miss Tracy. I didn't see you sneak in. I don't see Tracy in the chat. There she goes. Shout out, Miss Tracy. Shout out to Miss Tracy. Appreciate you, Miss Tracy. Hey, I got to get over there to Clapper. Yeah, y'all go check out Miss Tracy and ask her about her other social media site. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm getting it. I'm finding it. Here we go. Tay Eats. Tay Eats. I know y'all heard about Tay Eats. What up, sir?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing, chilling, chilling. Was sitting there talking about that Cat Williams, and I was telling the people the video you did earlier. Um, you was hitting on some points. You was in there dropping some sauce. I was like, I can't even touch the perspective that you was giving. So I'm gonna wait for you to hit the link. But since you're here,
What's up, 9%ers? Nah, let me stop. Um, what you get? You want me to give my perspective, or I was waiting on you?
nothing having not plus. I never really got caught up with the celebrity distract. Yeah, I didn't get caught up with the rumorville. What up though? Supernova now. Hey, do me a favor. I don't know if Super got a rent. Hey, can somebody drop Super's link? I
Super.
appreciate that. Yeah, Rumorville. Rumorville. That's
Oh,
Supernova. That's the
I
home.
was like, I ain't see that person.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, I
home.
think like you said, it's not surprising at all. It shouldn't be. It wasn't surprising to me. You
Right.
know,
But you know what's shocking to me though, and what you think? Like people look at. I mean, we see them on TV. When we was younger, we used to idolize. Stars, thinking they was these mythical figures, and then you realize they just normal people, and they just be messed up just as much as you. It's like crazy as hell. They regular people,
exactly. But
and,
in your
and
eyes, in the when you're younger, you feel like they're somewhat like God in a sense. So kind of look at them like that in a way, a little bit. So, but uh, just listening to Cat, I just personally feel like this was the time to reveal In order to
Hmm.
build, you gotta break things that that's not structured, right?
Hmm. You gotta destroy it. You gotta remove what's already there. You gotta prep the sites whenever you go to build something. And sometimes you have to destroy things. So that's all a fact. And like even when you say this is the time to reveal, you want to elaborate on that more. Like, is it because of what year it is? Is it um
Yeah, yeah, the year, because this is the year of wealth and the year to build and things like that. And so that's why you see a lot of people being torn down. But also too, like people don't understand. They try to get away with stuff, but you don't get away. The universe records everything. So whatever you put in, that's exactly what you're gonna get out. You think you being slick by doing certain things up under the table or things like that, but eventually it will come down.
mhm. Meek, what up though? And that's like I just feel like coming into this year that things will be revealed. I just felt like that coming into this year. And not just um personally with me, just in general. Like you see everything, the whole P Diddy thing. It started like a wildfire. Now everything is coming out. I just seen something about was it Kelly Price? She said she started. I'm looking like everybody want to talk. You know, everybody coming into their truth. It's like the throat chakra of everybody is waking up, and everybody just starting to
Mhm.
speak their truth. You know.
Yep. And I feel like that was his truth. And I believe some of it, majority of it. And some of it he might have been, fibbing a little bit or maybe exaggerating on some of the stories, but for the most part, I kind of believe Cat.
See, like one, I watched it. I watched half of it, and then I watched another half. So I had to go back and watch the first half again. And to be honest, it's like I said, I don't really like nothing is shocking. I wouldn't even say believe or not because we heard a lot of this stuff already. From other
Hmm.
people, and we thought they was crazy. I heard some of this stuff 10 years ago. You know, I mean, what's my man name? Mark Curry been talking about, you know, his material being stolen. So I mean, even that, yeah, like we knew that. We knew these people. We seen Steve in the news with his wife and all. Like these people. I mean, they well, people from the corner who put on suits and got a little money, they still get that mentality, and they go always have that mentality. After that's they just got money, so it looked different. Like that.
Hmm.
I mean, even I'm not even gonna say when he was talking about the gatekeeper type of part, right? But you don't hear a lot of um, these elite people opening doors for other people. You hear about people like Katt Williams, the ones who we consider, lower level, because they're not super mainstream. But then you look at them like Katt get it from the mud. Most of his ticket sales are, like he said, he don't have to promote himself. He in the
Mm-mm.
hood, he in the neighborhoods, he in the areas, he talking to the people. So when they hear he got a show, they flock there. That's
Hmm.
organic love. That's not done by
Also,
media.
Cat helped a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people know that, but Cat has helped a lot of people. It's a lot of people that have given like testimonies. Like I think like even Boosie gave one, and Boosie was like he was down bad one time, and Cat gave him a seat, front seat at his show, and then he gave him $15,000.
We got the Blue Crew in the building. Shout out to Dominique LeBlue. Shout out to Maya, Brittany. My boy Draco in the building. Shout out to Draco. Watermelon in the building. RX Nails. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
What's
Hey,
up, y'all?
do me a favor. The people with the blue sticks, show them some love. Show RX some love. Show Draco got a channel. Brittany, Maya. If you see they got a channel and they new to the building, show them some love. Drop their link in the chat for me. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hey, real quick, sis, let me play this so I can grab this.
I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve in a world that's lost its way.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got
James, what up, though? Who else stepped in the building? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hey, man, we 9%. We appreciate y'all, man. We rocking out. We got some great content coming. These ladies got some fire coming. Make sure y'all linked up because we got Sugar and Spice and Mr. Nice. We got some shows coming from you, some segments, so look out for that. But my bad, sis. Back to the conversation. So, you were saying, I forgot what you were saying. Don't make me laugh.
I forgot too. You know my mind bad.
But I just don't feel like I said, it's nothing new. And like you said, is I was more wondering like what law or something did they pass? Like, not saying that he part of it, but I'm saying I know they gonna use it. This like when stuff like this happen, I usually do think like, okay, they trying to distract us from something. But coming from Katt Williams, I just think he just popped off. I don't think it was part of no plan or nothing like that. I just think he did it.
I think it was planned. It's the
Mm,
beginning. We at the end of a moon phase.
mm,
We in the new year. It's a certain type of energy he bringing on. Then after Cat did what he did, then you see aliens so called at the mall. So it's a certain type of energy that's coming in. So I think this stuff was planned.
mm. So you think he part of the plan?
Yeah, I think he initiated it. Me personally, that's what I think.
Mm.
Hmm.
I can't debate you on that because I don't know. I just don't think like he part of that system. I think it.
Oh no, I don't think he part of that. Is that what you were asking me?
Yeah, like like part of the. Um, I just think he did it, but I think they gonna use it, like you said. But I don't think he planned it. Like I don't know. I don't know. I just think
No, I
he
think
popped
he
up.
planned that. I think he was ready because he had seen them other interviews and he was like, these people are lying and this and that. Well, the minute he sat down, he flew off. And I think that's why I say it was a message behind it. but he got everybody's attention first. So if you want
Hmm.
everybody's attention, what you gonna do? Start being
Dexter, what up though? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, cause he did you see how it blew up? Like the interview? That's the second most highest viewed interview on YouTube. I heard him
yeah.
talking about it and I looked at it. Joe Rogan had the first two. It was one with I think the highest one is Elon Musk. Like he did an interview with Elon Musk and that hit like 52 million. And then it was somebody else. I can't
And
remember who
Keith,
it
I
was.
don't think the alien thing is real, but this is how the world works. Guess what? If it's put out there and everybody know it's a certain energy that comes about it, it don't matter if it's real or not.
Yeah, I didn't think that was. I mean, the way they was describing it and the way people talking about it. No, I didn't think it was real. But it's not even. It's the emotion it draws out of a person. Like people saying that. Like you saying, it's a
Right.
season that they
That's the
harvest the
whole key
energy.
of it. It doesn't have to be real. It's exactly what you said. It's the emotion behind it.
It's
Exactly.
it's the emotion that, and that's the energy, and that's why I keep trying to explain to people. Like this is why emotions are so important because we think that this is just something we feel. We don't understand the energy our emotions emit. The even anger. Think about if everybody happy and somebody angry walk in the room. It changes people's mood. It changes the mood of the room. You know what I'm saying? It can be vice versa. Somebody can walk in, the room can be coy, and they walk in and now people happy. You
I
know,
mean, why do you
so
think you have rain dances and all of like all of that stuff, you know?
yeah, so it do draw an emotion. So yeah, you do because it take, and that's the whole thing. It distracts you and turns you from focusing on energy on something that was benefiting you now to something that's benefiting them. So you definitely have to be careful and what you allow to distract you, what you pay attention to. And unfortunately, I'm paying attention to this right now. The Katt Williams story. Because I see things we can pull from out of it, we can extract from it. And like I said, just him exposing the characters of these people, it just shows that these people ain't nothing to really be looking up to, nothing to measure ourselves towards. And that's what happens with these celebrities. Celebrities are modern day deities, if you will. Like back in the day, it was Zeus and Hermes. Now it's Kim Kardashian and Kanye.
Hmm. Yeah, they're just put there to be controlled, really, and give a message to the people.
They
But
got me.
it's so much in the message that you can learn. Just for example, like if you just bring it down to the level that we at right now, if someone was to say, for you to be a YouTube star, you have to do something, but they'll give you your audience so many subs, even money. Would you take it? Because that's
They,
basically the same thing that, you know,
and I even say it like this without think about how people sell out without even getting offered that. They see with the beef, you can go the beef route and you can make some quick money. You can get monetized quick. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to go do something else and see it don't work. Like now they ain't got nothing. Just because of the way they built it. So it
right.
is like you Nate the Great is in the building. What up though? Like you sit there and you
And then
got this
you
aspirations to get on YouTube and you got this good idea, this good content you want to do, but it's taking you a minute to, build a crowd. But you see them beefing over there, you see how quick people get monetized. So you join in. You get monetized. And then you like, well, since I got people here, I'm gonna present my content, and then the room clear out. That's what happens.
Or you don't even know how to be creative, so you steal other people's content.
That
You know what I'm
happens.
saying? You steal other people's content and put it on your channel, thinking you creative, and you not. You just looking at what everybody else is doing.
And that happens way too often also. Um, so is what you put behind it, you know. I just think that he 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 put all of himself behind his career, and people been hating on him, and he like, you know what, I'm tired of this. Y'all keep he's he said when old boy told that story, that was like the final straw. He was like, I gotta come talk now. With Ricky Smiley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said after he told his story, he had enough. And he was like, he just unloaded on everybody. I don't really, I mean, but even the stuff that he said, I don't think it was like he was telling the truth. Like, why do you have to wear a dress to be funny as a man? I never thought a man putting on a dress was funny. I always thought like all these women, why don't they just get a woman to play a woman's role instead of making a man play? That's how I used to always look at that, even when I was younger. And when I got older, I understood. Oh, okay, never mind. I see why they do it.
Mm-hmm. Vision is everything.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand, but when you looking at that and you seeing that, so what you see in vision, it comes into life. Like it will be manifested. So now, in a way, that's why you got a lot of men that's acting like women.
A lot of men acting like women, not only in and like what you saying, the visions. You continuously see it. It becomes normal, not only to the people that are doing it, but to us. Stuff. That's how they condition you through these movies and this program. We get so conditioned watching stuff in movies when it happens in real life is not a shock.
Yeah, just looking like, oh, okay.
Congratulations, Miss Tracy. Congratulations. I didn't want to put that up there because Miss
What
V told
happened?
me she got verified on another site. Miss V told me
Oh,
not to.
snaps. Okay, go on, girl.
Yeah, she told me not to promote other sites like verbally. She said really don't, but
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
like so I'm learning. I'm
But you was
learning.
demonetized, so I was just like, okay.
Right. Yeah, so even with but that's what I'm saying, and now we have these visions of these stars, these celebrities, and people model their life, you know, mirroring them, and now you seeing like the whole time they was just like you, all that was an act. Like these people,
Hmm.
I mean, even think about like, did you hear uh the Johnny Depp? Did you watch that? Well, I think we talked about that, didn't
Mm-mm, I
we?
don't know what you're talking about.
The Johnny Depp case and Amber Heard.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that. I think we were talking. You have to refresh me on that, cause
Just, you will have to go through like the court case because well, not go through the court case, um, but just hearing some of the stuff that they lifestyle and the way they was living, they worse than us. you know, like she pooped in the bed. Like she got so mad at him, she pooped in the bed allegedly. Well, no, it was in court. Like that's wild.
mm-mm,
Like who raised you? How you gonna be?
mm-mm,
If you mad at somebody, most people just tear some clothes up or something. This lady and like, come on now. But these are the people who people admire. I'm not even gonna say us because most people here are like, man, I don't care about them. But that's what people admire. People look up to these celebrities, these stars, and these people worse than us half of the time.
mm-hmm. And really, You look and you be like, okay, well, how did you get famous? Because if you got somebody else writing your jokes, then, and that's another thing too, you got a lot of people that are in this creative field and they got other people writing their stuff. Why aren't you guys writing your own stuff? Like, if you call yourself artist, why can't you? I mean, am I wrong for saying that? I feel like you should creatively, you should be able to do your own thing. That's just like if I'm a YouTuber, I should be able to make my own content.
See, that's one of the big things that Kat was saying too. And like us as I guess consumers don't truly understand that unless you some form of creator, how important that is. Because like even like we laughing at jokes and we don't even know who telling the joke. We or who wrote the joke,
Hmm.
who created the joke. We just laughing at the deliverer, you know. Um, and I can understand, especially when it's stolen material. Like, come on now, man. I don't. Creation is not easy sometimes, especially structuring something so it can, you know, um, resonate with a slew full of people, and somebody just come take that from you. So I can see why he was mad because when I first seen that spaceship thing, like I don't know how the comedy world works, but when I seen it, I was like, oh, that kind of looked like because I used to really be in the comic view, so I knew who Cat in the Hat was. So when I seen that, I was like, oh, that looked like Cat, and then come to find out it was.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know like he had stole the joke and all of that stuff. But it's just the way this world is set up is meant to try to creative take your creative mind. It's trying to stop you from being creative. That's why I don't even understand why they have all these people that are writing stuff for these people. I just don't get it. Like, if you a singer, you should be able to, just do write your own lyrics. You a comedian, you should be able to write your own jokes.
LSP is in the building. The realest one is in the building. What up, my brother? But what you saying is true. Like, why you ain't? That's like back in the day, people who wrote books, but they wasn't popular, so they had to use what they call it a penman name, like a different name. I forgot what they called it. But they
Mhm.
used a different name, and the character was mysterious. Like nobody knew who it was. So it was no judgment. People just read the book, and that showed you right there. Um, people do look at where the information come from. If they don't like the person, they won't even listen half of the time. But you don't even know a
Mm.
person, never seen a person, and you listen to them. You're more willing to listen to them. So you wonder why
We
people
got
don't
we
claim
got too
cameras.
many people. I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
We got too many people that's in in different places, and I be looking like, now, how did you get up there? Like, Sexy Red. I be like,
Yeah, yeah.
how? Now, girl, how you get up there? Cause I just be like, ain't no way. She was placed in the industry.
And, and that's what he was exposing too. I mean, but we knew that. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like this is my thought. Like that's why I said nothing he said is shocking, but and I don't really think nothing gonna happen. People don't care. Like we know, we look at stuff like Sexy Red. Like, who are you? Why are you in this position? Like, you're not.
Like,
You
where
know what
did
I'm
you
saying?
come from? How did you get here? Rapping with Drake. You ain't even, girl, sit down. Your lyrics is not even that good.
And that's
Like,
what. And that's why. That's why I'm not shocked. I'm laughing real.
what's her
You go
song?
kill. You go kill real. Don't look in the chat.
What's her song? What you mean? Why? What he put?
He put who that
Pound
vinegar up there.
town. Pound town. Like, what?
I, I didn't. I won't. I haven't. like really listen to her. I'm watching people reactions to her music, and I'm like, do I even want to listen to it? I'm just listening to people react to watching it, and it's like I don't even think it's worth it.
Oh my goodness. But it's a lot of people like her, you know what I mean? That's up there. And I just be like, I know you, can I say like slob on knob or like, I know you slobbed your way up the ladder. Like you had to.
ain't she? Well, I don't even want to speculate nothing on that girl life. You know how this stuff go. Everybody getting sued, but
Allegedly.
allegedly, there we go. Allegedly, ain't she pregnant?
No, that ain't allegedly. She is.
Oh, yeah. See, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, that's what Kat was saying too about um the way Tiffany had it shot up, and then you got actors like Monique getting passed
Mm-hmm.
over. You know, um, so
Mm-hmm. Cause like, I mean, Tiffany Haddish really, she's not really. I mean, yeah, she's really not that funny to me either. When he said it, I was like, yeah, I agree. you
but
know.
she was funny in Girls Trip. You know who I thought she was? I thought she was the lady off of what is that show? I forgot the name of that. It was a show. Um, is you remember Don't Be a Menace? The part in the mail truck.
Yeah, you
I
talking about
thought
Janet?
I thought that
I
was
mean,
Tiffany. I thought that's who Tiffany Haddish was.
stop
Was that?
playing. Cause
Yeah,
that
I
was
thought
wasn't that Will Jada? Talking about Jada?
no. And and Don't Be a Menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. When when she was like when she turned to that demon when she was like I'm shy.
Oh, the girl that was in the back of the truck with old
Yeah,
boy.
I thought that was Tiffany Haddish. And I'm like, hold on, that ain't Tiffany Haddish. But that's who I thought she was at first.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you
That's
was
what.
talking about oh girl, Jada. Cause
Oh
wasn't
no,
Jada in there?
no, not
She
in that.
wasn't.
No, not in Don't Be a Minute. She was in
Who was that? Don't be drinking my kids stuff,
that
food.
that was
Or who was that? What movie was
what's her
that?
name? That was it. Don't be drinking my kids Kool Aid. No, yeah, when they was about the when they was doing the sex scene,
Yeah.
and she was like, don't be um no, she was like, don't be like when he grabbed the hot dogs or something. She was like, don't be taking my kids lunch.
Yeah. I can't remember. Something
Man, that
like
movie
that.
was funny. That movie was hilarious. Oh man, but Cat, yeah, a lot of stuff that he was saying, people going crazy thinking, uh, even saying he lying. Like, why would you think? I mean, I
If
don't
he
know.
lying, has anybody proved anything of him lying? Because all I've heard is them saying, well, I don't think that's true. Da 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 da. I've seen da da da. But is there receipts? Because I've seen receipts on Cat Williams' side.
And then like the
Have,
people, I haven't heard anyone dispute anything he said. They just said he hating.
right. But nobody has brought out receipts on what he said.
The only
So,
person was but it wasn't what's my man name?
well, I ain't gonna say nobody because I
But
really haven't been watching videos like that.
it wasn't nothing major. It was when he said that Cedric and he said something about Cedric and Steve Harvey and it was some club in L.A. and he said they never been there, but the guy said they been there. They just never performed there. And he said Tiffany Haddish never did a show there. Kevin Hart never did a show there. That's the only thing I heard anybody dispute that he said. And I think
Mm,
both of them. Oh, he took it out of context. Because I mean, when you talking, sometimes you
Yeah, you
say the
be
wrong
going
thing.
fast and you
Yeah,
got that
because
adrenaline going, and he
yeah,
probably just didn't necessarily mean it like that.
that
So,
right. Because he even said he used the year 2018, 2019 when he meant to say
mm-hmm,
98, 99. So I
right,
mean, that happens in conversation. But even then, people that's nitpicking to me. Like you know what he meant.
right. Like, get come with some real evidence. So at the end of the day, all it just shows is that Cat is solid. Cat is solid, and it takes a really strong person to sit up there and go against, not go against, but to tell like the hardcore truth. You know what I
He
mean? Do
went
you know how
he
that what that is, huh?
he went against the whole comedy system. Like
Right.
he went against it, but he said, "I don't care if they know they fear me." I mean, did you hear how he was talking? He was like, "I got stuff on everybody." He was like, "People." He said, "Information." He said, "That's what I want. That's what I pay for." He said, "You know something about who? Come on over here. How much you want for it?" I'm like, "You better leave." He said, "That's why I walk in the room and people put their heads down." I was like, "Dang." I mean, hey, that's how you gotta be though. You
That's
know?
how you do to have information on everybody. That's how you can still stand tall. You see how he
Stand,
said what he said, and he's still able to leave from there and not be affected. That's exactly what you got to do.
stand tall. That's how you stay alive. 'Cause, like those people, man. It be like the movies, when that one dude got all that information, and he be like, if something happened to me, I'm gonna release all this to the news, and they leave him alone. That's who Katt Williams is. He made movies with his character, his real life character. Like you do something to Cat, everything gonna come out. And you see everybody exposing, like Dominique said, everything. She said it in the chat earlier. Everything will be revealed this year. It's gonna be so much stuff coming out, and it shouldn't be a shocker. I hear people like really arguing, like getting like you hear the emotions in it when they talking about TDJ. Like we talking about logical stuff we can see, something tangible. We can see you talking about what you feel about the man, and you ready to fight somebody with a Bible. Like, man, chill out.
Yeah, don't get into it. 'Cause that's just like politics. Every year I ask somebody what had the political people done. But I don't want to get all into that. But I just be trying to figure out whether it's Trump or whether it's whatever this president name is or whatever. What's his name?
Biden,
Yeah, whether it's Trump or Biden, either or. What's the difference? Have anybody felt the difference?
we ain't get no stimulus check. I feel. I'm just like, hey, man. At least we was
Well,
getting
we
stimulus
did.
check. Hey, if Trump was there, we would have got another stimulus. I don't care what y'all say. Hey, bring me my let me get my free money, y'all. Let me get something. That was part of reparations. Y'all playing, man. Y'all
Uh,
better. He was giving stimulus checks every quarter, wasn't he? He was trying to
he
sneak.
was.
He was trying to do
And
something.
he wanted his name. He fought for his name on the check.
Hmm. I'm telling you, he ain't playing. Donald Trump gave it to you. Donald, remember who gave it to you? Donald Trump. He wasn't playing, man. Election season too. Yeah, it's election season. Man, it's so much.
Yeah, so it's to bring out that type of energy.
Man, it's so much stuff
But I
going
just be
on.
trying to figure out. I'll be seeing what's the difference. So, my bad.
Same same bird, different feathers. That's all.
Right,
One
food
on the
still
right, one
high,
on the
gas
left.
still high. Like, what?
They doing something.
My life
Well,
ain't changed. I mean,
we
it's
ain't
changed, but it ain't like they contributed to it.
we ain't gonna ask realist who he voting for. We already know.
Vote for me for president.
There we go. Vote for Sugar. Vote for Tay.
Vote for
2024.
me.
2024. Vote for Tay. We about to get some flyers, man.
Period. Vote for the 9%ers.
Yeah, don't put me in there. We gonna call. I'm gonna rename this place Turtle Island if I get president. I mean, you don't want me president. You don't want me nowhere about that White House. I'm painting it black. Let's go.
It's supposed to be black anyway.
Right. Let me stop
Shoot.
playing. We got people leaving. Yeah, we do not want me as president, people. Everything could be changed.
Okay, before that, what was he saying?
I don't even know. We having fun. Cat Williams. We talking about cat. The cat is out the hat. The cat he pulled a
What other things you think you could have learned from the interview?
what other thing I could have learned from the interview is that it is I learned more after the interview. Like I'm looking at the after effects, right? And I'm even looking at what Shannon Sharp going through. You know, people
Yeah,
hating
I
on
watched
Shannon,
that.
and it's like, how are you hating this man? Open up his platform to have a conversation with a brother. Brother, I mean, if this happened on CNN, won't nobody be talking smack. If it happened on Nancy Gray, won't nobody be saying nothing. And it's like, but they throwing all the shade at Shannon, and I think it's because of his success. I don't even think it's because of the actual interview. I just think it's because of the impact the interview had, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and because he had interviews similar to that where people, you know, came on there. I ain't gonna say exposed the whole thing, but where people came on there and talked they talk. You know, ain't nobody say nothing about those. It's because
No.
they probably didn't watch them. You see what I'm saying? But now that they watched it and he getting all this attention and he capitalizing off of it. Shannon is a smart man. He capitalizing off of it. But then they hating on him. They gonna capitalize off of that too. Watch.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy how, I sit back and I look because I'm like, you look at these people that you so called feel like bigger than you, which is Shannon Sharp and things like that. And it's like, it don't matter how high you are, there's going to be hate on
Mm-hmm.
every level. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like we be doing the level that we on, but everybody has to prepare themselves for some type of hate. You have to prepare yourself. And when you have mastered that level, then most likely you're able to move on to the next and the next and the next and the next.
Mm.
So yeah, so it's just, you think that like when cuz I never it just never crossed my mind to think, okay, well, yeah, people hating on Shannon Sharp, but I'm sure I know they did because, he used to be with that, I think like that white guy or something like that, or what they got into it or something, and he
Mm-hmm.
separated from him and did his own show or something like that. Was that the issue?
Yeah,
Where
he separated from Skip. Him and Skip did first take for some years, and
for together
um,
for years, right?
yeah, for like I think 7 years, I think. And he had just when they initially started bumping heads, that's when I noticed Club Shay Shay. I didn't know he had a YouTube channel until then, and then he started growing it, and he was still on the show. But now, after he split, he went over to ESPN a couple days a week. But his platform blew up when he was able to put more time into it. He blew it up. His name is now synonymous.
When he stepped away from that guy, he blew up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
That part right there, yeah.
what he say? Keith definitely did a good job shaking things up in the industry.
I'm looking. He said that part right there. I was pretending in the interview. He knew damn well what they was doing, getting cat. Somebody barely does interviews up there, and he was sitting. Hey, so really, you thought they was gonna be like, "Oh, this is gonna be epic. Oh, give them some liquor." Hey, but cat. Hey, just but having. You're right. They knew it was gonna be big. I think he knew it was gonna be big. I didn't expect Cat Williams to go on Shannon Sharp. I didn't think Cat Williams would do that. Like, I don't know. I just don't see. But Cat Williams do radio.
Cat
Um,
is very strategic. He
yeah,
knew exactly. Like I don't buy into like, oh, he was sipping, so he was blurting out. No, Cat was very strategic. I personally feel like he's a life path to living. Like he's very smart. He's very methodical, like the way he thinks. He doesn't just do things off the whim. That was planned. And not only that, you could tell he had sat and watched everybody else's interview.
yeah, he said
So
that.
he sat back and watched everybody and thought about this strategically before he got on there. And then you gotta think about when he did the interview, he just boom, 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 just started throwing
Yeah.
shots. That's a good way to get people's attention,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you really back in and then you discuss about your childhood and you bring on a spiritual aspect of it. So now I got everybody's attention. Let me go ahead and say what I really want to say.
Mm.
That's what you do to get people's attention.
That's it.
And
I
that's
like
exactly
that.
what he did. A 3-hour podcast. He knew what he was
And
doing.
I like that. Mm. I don't know if you want to say that for your show. That the way the direction you was taking it, how he
That's
did it, how you
marketing.
set it up.
Like
Yeah,
that was big. That was marketing. This is exactly what he did. He got up there and started shooting fire. Because why start off boring? Let me go ahead and get everybody attention. Everybody attention span is short. So let me just pew pew throw out shots. I throw out shots. Now I got everybody attention. Now I can say what I want to say.
Val, what up
Now
though?
you listening.
Appreciate you. My bad. What up though, Val? And you're right. And I like how you put that too, because like you say, he got everybody attention and said what he wanted to say, and then got your attention and said some more. You know, that's kind of dope. How you spotted like his methodology.
Yeah, he threw out shots, and then it's like, okay, well, let's calm it down a little bit. Let's talk about my childhood, and then I'm gonna throw off a few more shots and say some stuff about Faison, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna throw a few more. You know what I mean? It was just like shots being thrown in between. That's how you keep people's attention.
It is
I've
very
heard too many people say, I've heard that part. I sat and listened to the whole 3 hours. Who listens to 3 hours?
yeah. I
Nobody, unless he thought about this strategically, how he was going to. You got to think about it. If a man can sit and write an hour worth of jokes, you don't think he probably wrote this down?
and I think he
What he
kind
was
of
gonna
alluded
say?
to that. Mary B in the building. I kind of think he alluded to that. If you paid attention, he at one point he said that he was like, "People, I didn't plan or say none of this. I'm just reading all this off these little cards they gave me. So none of this was planned by me." And I'm just looking like, why would he say that?
Who
Like,
said that?
Cat Williams, he was making a joke with
Uh,
Shannon. He was like, none of it. He said, "You done got me canceled like 3 times." And this one thing, he was like, and then that's when he said that. And I thought about it like, everything that he even told you how strategical he is. He explained it. He said he watched the comedians set 10 times each, so he know how many times they had people clapping. He said through a 1 hour set, you had 6 people. You had 6 laughs. He said I had 16. I'm looking like, hold on, you did what? So he telling you how he go about things. So he like when you said it was planned, and I definitely feel that.
this was planned. I don't care what nobody say. This was planned. And I kind of feel like Shay Shay knew too. Shay Shay knew too. He might have not known the total depths of it, but I think he had a little. He knew slightly a little bit what was going on.
He Cat told him like, "Hey man, I'm gonna come on there and I'm gonna speak my truth." He probably like, "Okay." He said, "Nah, I'm about to go in on such." I was
Right,
like, "Okay."
right. So
Mary B, what up, sis? I ain't seen Mary in a second. You, I'm at
what's
the
up, Mary? She in the building. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry if I ain't
we
speaking to
got
nobody.
Val back in the
Val,
building. Yeah, my
Dominique.
bad, y'all. We Dominique, I was just over there trying to play words, and every time and then look, soon as I start focusing on something else, my phone stopped ringing. I kept getting phone calls. I was doing good at first, and then I kept getting phone calls, and then they started beating me, and Dominique didn't pause the game and wait for me. She ain't cheat. You got to cheat for me, Nick. Come on now.
And also, what I feel like what he teaches too is to be true to yourself, be true to you, have morals, have boundaries. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Don't accept certain things just because somebody is willing to give you a shot at something or, money and things like that. Have morals, have values.
And you see what he said about Epstein?
Right.
It's like,
Like I would literally be like, I would be Cat. I'm not somebody that just because you give me money, oh, I'm finna to you not finna to have control over me like that. Like I don't like people having
mm.
control over me. You know, I don't like when, oh, someone gives me something now. It's like I feel like I have debt to them. I don't like feeling like that. Like, so now you can come to me and ask me to do anything and I have to bow down to you. No. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. I'm good. I get it out the mud.
And Keith had a question. He said, "Have anyone heard from Chris Rock after the Will Smith situation?" I seen he did some stuff, but I ain't seen him in months. I haven't heard about Chris Rock in months. But I think he did a Netflix special, and I think at the end of it he said something about it. But after that, I haven't seen
Who had to redeem himself? What, because of drugs?
him.
And then, like he was saying, how they be like, oh, well, Cat on drugs, this and that. Have anybody ever seen, like, is there anything out there on that?
The
Because I've never seen it.
only thing they got on Cat Williams is arrest record, but he ain't been convicted of
But
nothing. So
the arrest record is probably because Cat doesn't bow down to the industry. So they probably
he
was attacking him,
he
right?
he told him this. He said this, and I was cracking up. He said, "If you tell me you go do something to me, I'm when you find me, when you catch me, I'm gonna have something on me to make sure you don't do nothing with me." So yeah, when I got arrested, I had something on me because they was trying to do something to me.
Right,
I'm like, shit, I do not blame you, bro. Like, I do not blame
right.
you.
That's what people got to
But
be
but
careful when
he
they
ain't been
opening up their mouths saying what they gonna do to somebody.
and he ain't been convicted or nothing like that. So um, like I just don't. Yeah, that don't mean nothing.
It's the
Like,
same thing what they did to Michael, what they did to
yeah,
Dr. Sebi, what they did to who else? All of these other people
Prince.
that don't bow down to the industry and don't do what they want you to do.
And see, that's why I'm like, I don't never want to be famous. I'm good. I'm good. But like you were saying, like the integrity, keeping morals and values and boundaries. That I think people should. I mean, that's one of the lessons that people should take from that interview. Like, people sell out for views on YouTube. This man is telling you he ain't sell out for 50 mil. Like, it was
Right.
millions offered to him and he ain't sell out.
To
But
put
people
on a
actually,
dress.
right.
You
People
gotta
selling out.
stand for something. You don't stand for nothing, you fall for anything.
DJ Fruit Loops, what up though? So imagine if you give these people the opportunity, what you think they gonna do? And they selling out right now for clicks and views.
Right. So that's what it is. Look at the chat. Cause I ain't even looked at the chat. Sounds like it symbolizes the real fun. Yep, that's exactly what it is. The fake gotta fall, the real go climb up to the top. That's what time it is. Then like with TD Jakes. Man, let me shut up. Never mind.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like people put these expectations on these people, or thinking these people, like even when what's her name, um, the the female, hey, realist, what's her name, the female rapper, Val saying, hey Ted, I don't know if you're looking at the chat.
Oh, hey Val.
What Papoose wife,
Oh, Remy Ma.
yeah, Remy Ma. Like when they found out she was cheating, they talking about, oh, black love is dead. Like what? Like
How?
you
Cause they
weird.
relationship. Wow.
Like that's their relationship. Like you don't know the dynamics in there. Oh, he held her down while she was in jail. Man, he was probably smashed when she was locked up. Like, come on now, he just ain't get caught. Like y'all acting like the world is over. They don't even know these people. Oh, that was the last hope. Like, what about you? Like you. Oh, if they can't find love, no, like that's weird. Like people put so much into the celebrity, and it's like, what about you?
Hmm. He probably was smashing, but I mean, it's real of him to at least stay because most men, you gone, that's it. They moving around. They finna get them another one. So at least he was still, there. But I get what you're saying.
It,
Doesn't mean
I don't be thinking they gay married because they put on the dress. I just look at it as like as a man, like if my like with the way Cat Williams said, I used to look at it like, oh, if they just actors, right? You know, and then I start thinking like, hold on, man, why not just get a woman to play that role? Why is that funny? A man in a dress is not funny. That's demasculine. That's I mean, that they used to make slaves sag their pants back in the day to show dominance over 'em. That's the same thing as buck breaking. You got a grown man with dignity,
hmm
with kids and a wife, and now he putting on a dress and talking about this my job. Nah, man. It's
it's to
women.
make
It's
them.
enough
It's
women.
Yep. I
It's
think what
enough.
I think what everybody don't realize is visualization is
Mm-hmm.
everything, and so your child is sitting there watching that, and so now they get older, and then they say, well, I want to see how I feel to be in a dress. Then what?
Or I
Or
think it's funny to be in a dress. That oh my
right,
goodness. It
all
was
it's
this.
doing is putting a visual into the black community, and that's what I think a lot of people need to figure out because do they put a lot of dresses on any other race?
Hmm,
I've only seen Mrs.
I don't.
Doubtfire.
You know what?
Who
I was
who
about to
else
say.
had dresses on?
Now check this out, and maybe because I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't probably watch this genre. But I haven't seen like no Mexican man in dresses.
Right. What about a Mexican? What about a Chinese man?
Yeah, they actually that's a thing in China.
Oh well, but
Yeah,
those type of dresses, it's not
no,
like
I'm
a
talking about
womanly,
Asian. Though they
huh?
allegedly, the Asian community got a big cross dressing community. Like they be
We
doing
talking
the
about
whole
is it
makeup.
on
You
is
can't
it
even
movies?
over there, not here, but over there is a big thing. Um, I watch like anime and a lot of dub movies, and I didn't know it was like three of the big actors. I didn't even know they was males and they was females. And then, um, I learned they had a community. That's like a big thing. Like the men putting that white face makeup on. Like, look, I'll show you. I ain't gonna talk about it here. I don't want to get no hate speech or nothing. It's just weird. Um, that Yeah, that's a big thing over there with them. But I know what you talk about. They don't project it over here. It's not projected in our household. Besides black
Mm-mm.
men, and Keith even saying going back to Flip Wilson.
Doubtfire was what? That was in the 90s. Anything else came out since then? No, but we've had
Mm,
a lot of people since then wear dresses. Martin, Medea, shoot.
even your boy Wesley Snipes. Oh yeah, that too. Okay, so yeah, John Leguizamo, whatever his name is. I think he Mexican. Or Puerto Rican, but he's from that descent. So, okay, I did see a Mexican guy in the dress. That's the only one I ever seen though. But yeah, that movie, 2 Wong Fu, they even had Wesley Snipes. Like out of everybody, Passenger 57. How you put Passenger 57? How you put Blade in a dress? Like
Dave Chappelle
Blade?
ain't wear no dress, did he? Dave Chappelle
Nah,
said,
what
nah,
about?
Dave
Hey, what
Chappelle
about
was like, nah, he not
Vin
wearing no
Rames?
dress.
Remember Vin Rames? What was that? Holiday Heart? Like yo big, you big, like how you big, but like bruh. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Like, and then look at it like this too, right? Um, why do you have to get heterosexual males to do it? Why not just get somebody from that community to do it if you go do it? Get somebody from the community to play that role. Someone who's already wearing dresses and used to it. But why do you have to get this masculine figure to put a dress on? Well, I know why.
You already know it's an agenda.
Yeah, that's like when I seen Blade in the dress. I'm like, oh, The Rock. Like you see what I'm saying? Y'all too big to be doing all that, man. Y'all too big, man. I'm straight. That's not funny to me, man. I just never thought a man in a dress was funny. Like, and and to me it's like, are you making fun of that community? Like, there's so many questions I have. Uncle L, what up though? Appreciate you, bro. There's so many different questions. Are you making fun of that community now? Because you got this heterosexual male. Why don't you just get somebody from that community and then it'll be like, you know, it'll be normal, I guess. This is what they do. This is their lifestyle. But you getting this big old, like, that's crazy, man. And then what was that? Pulp Fiction. Yeah, Vin Rames. He got Hollywood did him dirty, man. Because in Pulp Fiction, then he had the ball in his mouth.
I didn't see that
Like,
movie. Or I
you
can't
ain't see
remember.
Pulp Fiction? Oh man, yeah, Pulp Fiction. Yeah, they did Hollywood. Like that's what I'm saying, man. I'm straight. You got to do all that to be famous, and then like Tahari, to what's her name? P Henson. Um, it ain't Tahari, is it? Well,
Who?
she just came out and
Taraji?
yeah, Taraji. She just came out and said how they was doing her. I'm like, that's crazy. Like you one of the biggest stars. Like I
What?
love
What
it.
happened? Nah, I ain't hear that.
They just said she was being underpaid, and they told her, "Oh well, no matter how big you are, this is what we gonna give you." Like she severely
Look,
underpaid.
listen. We be going. Oh, let me shut up, cause I talk. Never mind. I'm going on mute.
And Val, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, that in Pulp Fiction, he was in that scene. But you see how like they take the biggest man, and they do it. But I mean, they did it. They played the role. So I mean, I can't say nothing. They played the role. It's just up to me if I watch it, and that's why I don't be watching a lot of stuff no more. Like if y'all want to do that and sell out, then go ahead. That's just like old boy Jonathan Majors, all the stuff he going through now. Just a couple months ago, bro, they had you in pink pants and leathers and all this other crazy stuff, and now they just threw you away like you ain't nothing. Bro, they had you looking crazy in the magazine, wearing all this crazy stuff, all these little, and now they threw you out. So I mean, that's what you get. I mean, if you go that route where they make you, they can break you too. That's
They
why
use you and then they throw you away.
because I think it's not going to be as funny. I think it's expected for a gay man to wear a dress so people won't laugh. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I don't know. Even I don't know. Like this, they what people consider funny is just weird. The things people think is funny is weird. Like it's just demasculating, and it's just a way of conditioning. That's all it really is. You keep saying a man in a dress, you go get used to seeing a man in a dress. When you see another man in a dress, it becomes normal. You know, they can't give it to you without the programming in everyday life. It can't affect a lot of people until they start putting stuff in movies and TV shows and music. And because to do it on an individual level, it'd be impossible. Because some people just won't expose themselves to that. But you put it in a movie, everybody watch movie and TV. So eventually it's gonna have some effect or influence in the household. And it's targeting the youth. It's conditioning the youth. That they see it when they're young, when they get older, it's normal. Not only is it normal, it's acceptable. They start doing it, thinking this is the way it's supposed to be done. You know,
Exactly. And then people think it's okay. That's why it's like, look, I don't have nothing against people who are gay or anything. Like I have nothing against people like that. Like, but it's just when you put it on kids, you know, let them be able to decide. Even now, I think they have a point where what now they making it well, a kid could be a certain age, young, and can decide on a sex change. I'm like, Lord, these people sick.
yeah, any like I said, I don't care what nobody believes. Like even what I believe, you know, is when you try to force your beliefs onto other people or make people accept it, and it's like, nah, you just do you. And like the conditioning, I was about to say, even like death, you know, you see it so much on TV, so when you see it in real life, it's nothing. It's almost entertainment. That's why people pull out their phones when people getting choked out or beat up. You know, people pull out their phones. They don't stop and help, or um, they so conditioned to it. That's all you see on TV now. So I mean, it's showing the programming and the influence that media has. And shout out to Montreal Meadowbrook, Make It Make Sense podcast. He was just doing a show the other day, talking about the rappers, like the influence of rap. That was a good show. So if y'all get a chance, go over there and check that out. Shout out to Montreal. But you know, even like all media, anything, even social media, right? People come on here and you don't. They got Instagram models. I'm like, what is an Instagram model? Like anybody can be an Instagram model. Like you ain't gotta go to modeling school, nothing like that no more. Um, like, you can just be anything now. Um, so, I mean, the influence that this social media has, like people get subs and think they superstars or think they famous because they got a lot of subs. Like that's weird. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm not going to say too
Yeah,
much
that is
because
crazy. I'm just blown away. I know Shannon Sharp is blown away. Let me tell you something. For him to get all of them views, that's what, 30 something million
Mm-hmm. Last time I
to
checked, he was at
gravitate.
34.
Like, man, that's crazy.
And but see, like you said, I mean, even at that level, people hating on him, and like you said, it's levels of hate. So I can only imagine the things people trying to do to him, probably trying to strike his channel and all this other crazy stuff. I can imagine the hate he getting right now.
Oh yeah. And then Cat used his platform or whatever. But honestly, Cat, in a way, Cat broke the internet and helped him out by giving him the interview.
Mm-hmm. And see,
Shoot.
and
What
see,
anti little intro, I'ma make you you gonna be
baby gonna be
famous.
famous. Walked in the building like baby gonna be famous.
He probably said that to him, like, baby gonna be famous. Straight up.
Hey, but see, now think about that. He helped out a black. He could have took that. He could have did that on a white platform, but he didn't. He went to Uncle Shannon, so
Oh,
he
you
looked
know
out
he
for
was gonna
him.
do that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know he wasn't gonna take his interview to them.
Man, his that section when he was talking about how he helped people, like how he was saying that he'd go to a comic show and he'd give a woman $1,000 to take to the comic after the set. Like that's dope. And there's a lot of comics
Mhm.
that like he helped out. So I mean, but people don't talk about stuff like that.
You know what
Right?
I also got out of it is that he gives me hope to make me feel like, okay, because honestly, one of the things that I have dealt with is me being the one doing things I feel that is right, and me being around people who was willing to accept certain things, certain deals. And I just wouldn't move on certain things. Certain things I'd just be like, nah, I'm good. And so it feel good. Sometimes be honest, I feel like I'm living in a world of evil and I'm the only right one. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say the only right one, but I feel like that at times. And so it gives me hope to know that even though, because I have been tempted like, well, damn, I might as well do what everybody else doing, like, but going back to what I was saying, it just gives me hope that you could be righteous or whatever, however you want to see it, you view as right and still like stand up for yourself and still be able to make it on because after this, I'm sure Cat got more followers. He got publicity. He got all of this. You know what I mean? So it just gives me hope. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Definitely understand. Shout out to young Riaz hand drop. But you right, Val. I seen that. He said he gave him 15K. He helped out whatchamacallit them too. He well he ain't gonna say he didn't say he helped them out. But he said if he can assist um Quavo them that, he would. But you're right, it gives you hope. And I was about to say that because I felt like I was living in a world full of crazy people. And then I realized like, nah, they normal, I'm crazy. And then I met y'all, like, oh, it's some more crazy people I can link up with. So I appreciate y'all crazy people for dealing with me. Really appreciate that, especially my two sis. While I'm saying that, let me play this real quick. I just got a quick intermission. When they ask us what the 9% stands for, we just smile and show them. Shout out to the nine. Shout out to the nine. My sister, Sugar and Spice. Appreciate y'all.
9%ers.
9%.
I feel like that about this. You too. Yeah. Like even can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Like even when he said like it's like a group, like basically they're like a group or an alliance with one another. I believe we all have been somewhere where it's been an alliance with some people, at a job, um, at school, whatever. Like we all have felt that. And it's like they get the recognition and you probably been busting your ass doing something. And it's like they get to the top. And it's like I've been grinding, I've been working. Like, what? That's
Yeah.
not cool.
Now let me ask you that too, Mary. Because I feel like that too. Like you can, like I just be trying to be cool with people on here, right? Like because in real life, I'm a cool person, right? I don't go around trying to hurt nobody or nothing. I just try to be cool. But then it's like one person don't like you, and then it's like a whole group of people don't like you, and it's like, hold on, what the hell I do to y'all?
They
And then
gang
it's
up
like,
against you.
yeah, and it's like I ain't did like look, it's people who I like that don't like each other. And I'm like, okay, y'all just stay away from each other, but y'all cool with me. Right? It's times I go in chats and it's people who don't like me. I don't disturb the chat. I don't speak to them. That's fine. But I be wondering, like, you just want to talk, bro? Like, is it something that I said? I know it's people. I have got kicked out of groups because uh I think I told the story a couple times, but I got kicked out of groups because my wife is Middle Eastern, right? And I'm talking about where we mentoring kids. Like I'm helping mentoring kids, and they find out my wife was Middle Eastern, and I'm like, is it that serious, bro? And it's like, so I know people don't like you, but it's like if I didn't, that should tell you something about yourself. If I didn't do anything to you and you don't like me because of something you thinking about me or you think then you have an issue, not me. Like it was this dude was like, well, your wife not black, so I know you ain't pro black. I'm like, what is pro black, bro? Ain't that anti pro black? You just hating on me because my wife ain't black, but I'm black. So what about me? Like, ain't that? I don't know. That's just I don't know.
hmm And then too, like you said, like the ganging up and stuff like that. To anybody on here that had to gang up on one person, bruh, you cannot go against them on your best day. You know what I mean? If you gotta get somebody else to not like obviously their energy is too much for you. You can't handle it. So you gotta get somebody else to gang up with you to be able to fight this person. And it's like people just gotta chill. Okay, chill and relax. Cause it don't even be that serious. But people out here be looking at people. And then that's at least with you, people have like physically dealt with you. This is just online. You only know what I put out.
And that's the crazy thing. And this is my thing. If you go gang up with people, why not do something positive? Like you ganging up to take like what y'all gonna do after that? That's what I was talking about in that video um the other day. Like what you go if you the trauma bonding video. That video doing good.
Right.
I mean for
hmm
me anyway. Anytime I go over 100 views, I get excited. But
It goes perfect with this topic.
yeah, because it's like if you go gang up, why not do something positive? Like what we doing, like creating content, building with one another, actually trying to create something that can benefit people. Not only just us, but the information and the content we plan on bringing. If people indulge in it, they can get something out of it. That's positive. But you getting together with people to go against, like, that's weird,
You
man.
weak as
That's like,
hell and you can't go against me yourself. That's really what it is. You couldn't stand up against me on your best day. So you got to get somebody else to help you.
on your best day.
And then the thing is they sit up going against you and they don't even really like each other.
Yep. So after they done with you, guess what's gonna happen? They
They
turn
gonna
on
fight
each other.
amongst each other.
Yep. It happens so much. And the first time I seen it, I was like, oh, they didn't know that was gonna happen. And I'm like, oh, they doing it too. Oh, these people over here, they doing it too. And it's like I just be having popcorn waiting. People be
And
so
then it just
shocked
make
when
me
it
happy
happens.
inside with me knowing that you going against y'all going against me. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it make me happy because it's like, oh, okay, you need help. Okay, bet. Like you need backup. Okay, it's good to know you need backup. You can't mess with me.
And then like people go out their way. I ain't gonna lie. I'm annoying. You know, if I know people don't like me and they just don't say it and I don't know it or not
You're
supposed to know it,
petty.
yeah, I will be in their presence. I won't do nothing, ignorant to disturb them, but I will be in their presence, you know. So I've seen other people do that, and it's funny because I'm like, oh, great minds think alike, and I wonder, like, it's just funny because they make it so obvious though, because they a little ignorant with it. They make it
He's
obvious.
petty and I can't do that. I cut off. I cut snip snip straight up.
Godly petty. I told y'all that.
I can't because you also have to think about I'm a water sign. So
Yeah, you can't
even
do it.
if people rub off on, I mirror the
I was
energy that's
just telling
given. So I have to protect my energy and be careful. So when certain people are around me, it's best for me to just go ahead and snip them. Because if I'm around them, now I'm supposed to act petty like them. And you know what I mean? It's going to bring me to their level.
you. Yeah, yeah. See, I'm a earth sign. I'm grounded, so I can be petty.
I'm not. I'm emotional. Not really. I don't want people to feel like that. But yeah, don't get it twisted now.
Hey, what is That's it. I gotta. Uh oh. Uh oh.
Hey y'all.
The nine is complete. Mhm.
Hey.
Sugar
Hey.
and Spice and Mr. Nice. What the business is.
Hey Sugar.
Hey,
Hey Charlie.
Spice.
Like
Mr.
hey
Mr.
Charlie.
Nice.
Nice.
Mr.
Hold on.
Nice. Hey. Anyway, now I felt like I was summoned. Spice was
Mr. Nice.
summoned.
Mr. Nice.
Mr. Nice. Hey chat. Hey Mod. Now I was gonna say, just real quick, like sometimes I feel like I'm Cat Williams. Like a person is very direct that tells their own truth, that don't take no shit from nobody, that demands or commands respect from everybody. I feel like people like that are shunned. They tossed to the side because in a society they want you to act like everybody else. And when you don't act like everybody else, then everybody else got a problem. And so I just feel like us, like people like us, you, me, the 9%ers, I feel like people shun us because they don't understand us and they can't rock with us and they can't be us. So I'ma just dislike you for some reason. It's no reason, like you say, it's no reason why they dislike us, but they just do for their own insecurities. So I do feel like a lot of people are like Cat Williams. Well, not a lot, but there are selective few that are like him, on YouTube, at work, at home, even in your family, because it takes a lot of skill to be able to tell people no, or I don't like that, or don't do that, or stop. And when people see that you possess that power, it's like, what? Like how can you tell people no? Like how can you tell them you don't like that or you don't want that? And so people just dislike you for no reason. And I feel like that's why he's always had to do it by himself. And even though he was offered this and that, he turned it down because it came with a price. And if it comes with a price, it's not authentic and it's not for
Boom,
you.
there you go.
And if it come with a price, it's gonna come with your sacrifice, whatever that is. What it could be anything. So I just came up here to say that real quick.
Well, you just dropped some salt, and with that
Sure
price,
did.
what you paying with? That's what you need. Here's the price. Now, what you paying with? But hey, if y'all ain't know by now, that is antisocial. That is our unfiltered motivational speaker. Her link is constantly being dropped in the chat by Nightbot. Make sure you hit that link. And also, you see our YouTube specialist link is constantly getting dropped in the Nightbot. Make sure y'all go check out Miss V if y'all doing this YouTube thing. And my sister Tay Eat. Her link is constantly being dropped in the chat by Nightbot. So make sure you check her out too because we got some things coming, and you don't want to miss out. So make sure y'all get the notification bells on all three of those channels.
Bad, bad, bad. Anti came through dropping that fire.
Right, and now I gotta go because I just got to it. But bye, y'all. Keep doing y'all thing. I'm listening in the chat.
Yeah, she said she dropped that lava sauce on. But what she said a mouthful. What she said was facts, man. Um, you definitely we all get a little Katt Williams and just being unapologetically us, you know.
Hmm.
And that's gonna intimidate people. When you are comfortable in your skin and you don't have to act or do that's gonna make other people uncomfortable because they trying to figure out how come you can walk and live in your truth and they can't,
And they
you know.
can't, yep.
And that's intimidating because I always say this. When you put something authentic next to something fake, you always see the difference. And that's what happens. You get somebody that's fake standing next to somebody authentic, it's gonna show. And so people will try to, dim your light. People will try to get you up off the scene, not because you did something, but because they not you. They ain't real, and they don't want to be exposed. And you ain't even trying to expose them, but just standing next to them, they'll be exposed. So, um, I don't even, I used to try to figure out why this person or that person, man. I say what it is now. It ain't me, it's them. You know.
Hmm. And it's like, what I also can take from it too is like, because Monique went through the same thing, right?
Hmm.
But you see how her situation came out?
Yeah.
It didn't come out too good for Monique because, and this, somebody, y'all might be mad at what I'm going to say, but I personally feel like maybe because she was working from her feminine side, because we tend to be emotional. And Cat was strategic.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That was the only difference is that like Cat would, if you put this side by side, Cat was like, okay, I want all the information on you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I want all the information. That way, when it's time for me to spill the tea, I'm gonna rock the boat.
Hmm. And see this, this,
I'm gonna
this,
rock the boat so hard, huh?
and this is what I tell people: respond, don't react. You know, sit back, relax. You ain't gotta, jump or pounce every time. Read the room, evaluate the situation, because all wars ain't won with a single battle. So, getting emotional when things happen a lot of times, you lose. You'll lose real quick instead of
Yeah,
just,
and Monique
you know,
lost. And
yeah.
that's sad.
And I'm pretty sure she knows enough. where she could actually put up a good, battle if she would have been a little bit more strategical with it and how
Strategic,
she
yep.
moved. Yeah, and how she moved.
Or
Like
maybe
Cat.
had somebody think for her, a publicist or
Yeah,
something. But I don't think she really has. If I'm sure she does probably have a publicist, but nobody was telling her how to handle it. And Monique was just being a woman and just speaking from the heart and just saying everything that's going on. But yeah, I feel like if she would have done it the cat way, oh, she would have got some attention then.
and like even look at Taraji, the way that's going. You know, she just broke down and said, X, Y, and Z. But if she would have presented it or had someone else, like if she would have been on like a Shannon Sharp and told that story instead of putting it on, line, I
On
think,
social media, yeah.
yeah. And that's what, like when you said he was strategic, that was definitely on point. And you see the example, like the one, like Monique, the way they handled it versus him. So I like how you pointed that out too.
Because he came in just shooting, boom, boom, shooting fight. Like, if she probably would have done it, it would have worked. But also, like, that whole Color Purple situation, I also heard too that that whole Color Purple situation was terrible. Like, they try to put Oprah up in the front to make it look like she did that whole video. Man, it's some people behind the scenes. Y'all all know who's really running that movie. And also I heard like Taraji had to call like when they were on set, they didn't have no food.
What I don't even know what happened with that. I gotta, uh,
Yeah, it's a interview, it's a clip of a interview where they were all like sitting there and that one chick that played Harpo wife.
who
She was
played what?
new. This was her first time ever be like playing on a big set. And she sat up and she said, well, she didn't sit up, they was all sitting down. It was her, Taraji, and Oprah. And she was like, I want to thank Taraji so much for having a voice. She was like, because me being new and just being on the set, I would have accepted the fact that there was no food on set because I'm just happy to be here like
Mm,
that. And you
you
could
said
see Oprah head drop. Like she was
that.
embarrassed.
I gotta
You know
watch
what I'm
that.
saying?
I gotta
Huh?
watch that. I said I gotta watch that. I
Yeah,
didn't even
check it
see it.
out. Oprah head dropped like she was embarrassed. And then Taraji was like, yeah, I just didn't think that was right. And she was like, I called Oprah and I told Oprah. And then that's when Oprah head got back up and she was like, yeah, I fixed it. I don't know what happened, how that went, but I was just like, you knew, like. But just think about it, if it was somebody else, would they have done that on any other set? Would that have been like that? Probably not.
Like was those the same conditions? Good man too? Probably not.
Nope. So it just seemed like first of all, I heard the movie ain't doing too well now. I think it was doing well in the beginning, but they spent so much money on this movie. And also, too, I'm hearing like, they say, man, melanated people are just not trying to go back to that era.
Yeah, man. I didn't. I don't know, man. I can't watch movies. I don't even watch movies like that no more. Um, it's like it's played out. I did enough of that when I was a kid, watching Roots and all those movies. I don't want to see that no more. Let's watch something in a more elevating aspect.
Right.
Show. I want to see a representation of me doing some amazing things. Like even like I used to wonder like why they ain't got no black superheroes. Like even now you get Black Panther, but even that they kind of like struggling. It's like Yeah, I don't know
It's
what the hell
struggling.
about that.
Black Panther was struggling. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, it looked like yeah, nah, they was struggling.
Really?
We'll talk about the symbolism. Yeah,
Oh, the sin.
it's like
Oh,
they just showing like inferiority, even when they supposed to be in a power position. It's like they helpless. Like these people from the sea just smacking them around, and they waiting for these people. You
mm-hmm.
supposed to be this powerful. It's just the whole imagery. And then you look at something like that, and then you look at something like Batman or Superman. They ain't, even if they got power, they power being challenged. It ain't like they in a weak position, helpless. Like, yeah, it's so much. It's just the whole concept. Yeah, rest in peace, Chadwick. Yeah, it's
But
like
what
they
else
have
did you
mercy.
take
They
from
even got it. Now, even
my
think
bad?
about the first one, right? Okay, Wakanda. You got this amazing black society, right? Powerful, got all these powerful weapons, more technology than anybody else, but you got to hide it because you're afraid that somebody go come take it from you. Like, how somebody go come take it from you? Like you like that don't even make sense. Like you got to hide it. You can't tell nobody you got all this nice stuff. Like that whole yeah. I don't even like that concept.
Right,
Like, cause it
right,
just
right.
show, like you inferior. Like, even though you got all this stuff and you better than everybody else, you can't tell nobody because they gonna take it from you. And that's how we live. We hide our talents. We hide our greatness. Because if we show it, somebody go come take it. They go come take your light. Even now, like even with me, at times I don't. Yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about that. But yeah, it's I don't
I've
like the
hid my
imagery.
talents before, and I've hid them because I didn't want to outshine other
You
people,
see, mm-hmm. That's
and I'm over
subconsciously.
that.
Yeah, but see, that's something we had to overcome. Other people don't overcome that; they just shine. But when we know we good, we can't even amongst our own people, right? We don't want to talk proper because people will think we bougie or we better than them. We don't want to show people how smart or intelligent we are because everybody else will think that we better than them. We do that again amongst our own people, trying not to outshine them. That's something innate. We got to break that cycle and just
Hmm.
shine unapologetically. Just be great on purpose.
Right,
You
be
know.
you, regardless of whoever,
Get it right.
So
We appreciate you, Mary B. Appreciate you, and thank you for adding to it. We was all in your comments. You was dropping sauce in the chat, so just appreciate that.
oh, all right, Mary.
You got to run, take her son. Well, yeah, we get that. That got to be broke. Like I'm not teaching my son that. I'm not even. No, we'll be great in front of everybody, and if they don't like it, tell them to step up. Tell them to level up. If they don't, I am not. I'm gonna make sure he. I ain't gonna make him conceited or braggadocious. I don't even know why I use that word, but
I think
yeah.
another good thing too that I got from it was like he talked about like being homeless, and then he
Mhm.
talked about as far as like the type of people he met and things like that, and it just goes to show that like he said, these people was doctors, lawyers, like all kind of people, and it was just the fact that these people got involved with drugs, like had a just got involved, and it just tore them all the way down. And sometimes you can either be on the bright side of a number or on the dark side of a number. It's all about what you're telling your mind, what you're telling yourself. You giving yourself hope, opportunity, optimistic, then you can land on the bright side. But you could also land on the dark side as well. They're no different from you and I.
Mm.
It's just they made a bad choice. and then continue to make bad choices.
And see, that's why I don't. I give everybody, respect and dignity, even the people who asking for change. Always did that. Never disrespected them because I had a conversation with a guy one day waiting for a bus. I remember this because I was young, and this is why I always he asked me if I can spot him to get on the bus, and I seen he was homeless. And I'm like, yeah, cool. So get on the bus. He sat next to me, and I'm on my way to school early in the morning. And he was telling me, he was like, yeah, it's good, because I went to a school called Katt Tech, and it was like you had to have a certain GPA to even get in. So it wasn't like my neighborhood school. I had to travel to get there, so I had to catch two buses. So he was like, keep going to school, stay in school. He was like, I was an engineer. And I said, well, what happened? He said the casino. He gambled, lost his family, um, living on the street now. His family won't even help him. Like he come from a wealthy family. He said they won't even help him. And he said he did some things. He ain't tell me all his business, but he said he did some things, and now his family won't. He said, so don't ever give in to your desires. And I didn't understand what he was saying. I don't think he meant desires. I think it's like lustful desires. Things you lust over. You know, that's how I took it. He was telling me that. But like you said,
Yeah,
you never know someone's story. You know. So.
you don't, and that's like, you know what I mean. People sit up and talk about certain people, like you don't know. Just like here on this platform, you see somebody, um, being a certain way or looking a certain way or living a certain way, and it's like, dude, you don't know. In 3 months, my life could change. I literally could be ahead of you, or you could be ahead of me.
I admit. Mm-hmm.
That could be for anybody. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't never like look down, talk down. Like, even with a sub count, look at that. Like literally I was ahead of you in sub count. And now look at you. That's why I don't never be like, you know, I'm in my own lane and I'm gonna stay in my own lane. But that's why I don't never be worried about like other people's sub count or just I don't know. I really just don't have those type of thoughts because I feel like at the end of the day, you could pass me up, I could pass you up. Shit, just bring me up if you pass me up. No, let me stop.
Nah, I mean, but that's what we both. Commander, what up, though? Commander is in the building. What up, though? But you're right.
What's up, Commander?
You can, like, I never, I couldn't even imagine, being where I'm at now, but I still act like I got 200 subs. Even when I hit 1,000, this is me, But it's people on here, they think that sub count makes you like better than somebody. Like, nah, you just got more subs. That don't make you better, you know. Um, and like you said, 1 minute you can be down, next minute you can be up, So,
Hmm.
just I mean, even from the aspect of you, anybody right now, like this literally happened to me overnight, you know. Um, so I mean, long as you put in the work, I wouldn't even worry about the number. If you put out the content, the people will come. If you create the remix the right short, the people will come. I mean, just put the work in. And when you do, pass people, the, treat them with respect and dignity. Is a sub count. This don't the sub count don't represent or reflect my character. It shouldn't. But it's some people on here who do. They think because they get more
Yeah, they
subs,
get a count and they can act stank. But I
yeah,
can't
and
say you ain't act stank.
I won't. This is me. Now, I will say it's things, but I've been saying that the whole summer. I'm changing the way I'm doing things. I've been saying that. It's just now, it's time for that change. So different things will change. but it ain't because of the subs. It's because I'm preparing for
Right.
success.
Like
I'm
I
trying to be
understand,
great.
okay, when you grow, yeah, you do have to you do have to, things have to change. And that's sometimes too people have a problem with when people see other people growing and then they like, "Oh, you didn't change." Nah, it ain't I changed. I just, I got to do things a little better now.
It it,
So I
it
do
comes
understand that.
it comes with the territory. Like if you at work, right, and you get a promotion, guess what? Things will change. You might have to change your attire, where you park at. Changes occur with elevation. When you get married, it changes. When you have kids, it changes. The more you get, the more responsibilities you have. So if I don't change it and keep it the same, I'm not gonna grow no more. You gonna get stagnant. If um, you have to adapt. You have to change with the changes. That's where I think, in my opinion, people mess up. Like in life in general, right? Just say if I'm from the hood, right, and something happened, I got an opportunity, and now I live in the suburbs. But if I bring that hood mentality to the suburbs, it's gonna be an issue. It's different environments require different things. So even that was probably a bad analogy, but I'm talking about like far as even my spending habits. Now I got a higher price house. So where I used to spend probably $20, $30 to get my grass cut, now it's gonna cost 50 to 100. You know, I got HOA fees, so now I got to be a little bit more responsible with the way I spend. I cleaned that up good, didn't I?
But
you know,
I think shoot it, yeah. I think it goes to show, like are you gonna be a Steve Hardy, a Tiffany Haddish, or a Cat Williams?
a Cat Williams. I'm trying to be a Cat Williams now. I'm definitely a cat because it's like
He stand on business.
it's stand on business, and I make sure my people straight. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go up, I'm pulling my people up with me. Like um, that's what I liked about Cat. He was even talking about the comedians he take on tour. His
Mm-hmm.
comedians that he said they some of the best comedians. People just ain't heard of them. They just ain't had the exposure. But he said they great comedians. So he ain't intimidated by being around other good people. Because he know they ain't gonna do nothing but make him better. I'm not intimidated about being around anyone. Everybody. I feel like everybody should shine. If you see
I'm
how I
glad
do,
you brought that up.
oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Oh no,
No.
but like
Oh.
even brother Keith, I want to shout out to my brother Keith in the chat. I don't know if he's still in the chat. Brother probably at work, but like even when brother Keith hit the platform, when he get the platform, I mute my mic. Like go ahead and rock out. I'm not afraid of another intelligent brother spitting game, spitting sauce everywhere. I want that. That make I mean it's still sharp and still. Brother be spitting game. I learn something. If I spit, I'm humble when he say he learned something. Still sharp and still. It ain't no competition. I'm trying to compliment or match his energy. Because the better we are, the sharper we are, the more information we can get to the people. So that only helped me. But go ahead.
And that's another thing. What I'm glad you brought that up is that Kat mentioned that Mark Curry helped him with his jokes. So just basically everything that you saying, like you not jealous of another person. Just think about if Kat was jealous of another comedian. You know, he literally went to someone else to help him with his craft. And so I feel like a lot of us could take that. A lot of us could take that what he did instead of just looking at it, just looking at it like, okay, well, I don't need no help. I'm not gonna ask nobody for anything. I'm good. Whatever it is I do, I want to do on my own. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Bring
you got a
Nick out
lot of
there.
people who just feel like, they don't need no help. They can do it all on their own. And look at Cat. Cat he sat up there and said, "Man, I'm one of the great ones." But at the same time, he admitted Mark Curry helped him with one of his jokes.
Watermelon back in the chat. What up, though? But see,
Sorry, I had to
and
take a drink.
to build on to what you just said too, he went to another comedian to get help with his craft, and that's how we do, in our circle. We come together, we brainstorm, we throw ideas off each other, and we become better. We ain't competing with one another. We ain't, um, and that's another point I wanted to hit because he said it is uber competitive, right? With the comedians, how they did Steve did Bernie Mac. Like this dude right here with you, and you
Wait,
lacerating his
what?
neck. Yeah, he said he called when Bernie Mac got the role for Ocean's 11
Oh, he
that
stole his part.
he tried to, he didn't. Steve
Oh,
wasn't in that. Bernie Mac still had
yeah.
it. But he called the studio trying to get that part because Bernie had it, and it's like, why would you do that? Like y'all supposed to be cool. But he thought he was a better comedian. But like, why take? He already got the part. Why take it? Like you ain't even get an
Hmm.
audition for it. So like, why would you do? You supposed to be this man, comedy brother. Y'all went on, he did Kings of Comedy with you, but he said they always been hating on him. So I mean, you have that like on YouTube too. Have a good night, Watermelon. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You'll have that on YouTube too. You'll have people who smile in your face and then first opportunity they get, they try to take something. Like Miss V was telling her story. You know,
Hmm.
that was crazy. You know, like they literally try to take her channel. Like take her whole idea. You'll work hard on something and somebody just don't take it right from up under you.
I don't know where people
Uh,
get the idea on here where they can run you off of here. They can take your channel. They can do whatever. Like, I don't, people just, baby.
but like even think about that. Like for me to sit up here and think like, oh, I'm gonna run Tay Eats off of YouTube, I'm taking all that time focusing on you. I should be focusing on me because something is wrong with you thinking. Like it's the internet. If you don't like somebody, just don't click on their channel. Like why is it that serious? You had to get. I don't know, man. That'd be weird. I'd be hearing people. I'll run you off YouTube. Like what?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to really be scared. I'm on online and you finna to make me not be able to post again. You is out your mind. You don't have power over me like that. So just chill. You really don't. If I don't post, it's because I decide not to post. It ain't because nobody running me off. That's for sure. But also, I like when Kat was like, when you take a joke and it's just dot da da dot da dot da dot, and then a few months later, it grows into an entire thing, and then a few months later, it grows into a whole joke, and it's just I like that. Would that be like an analogy?
Yeah, how he was saying it just grew, like how the
Yeah.
joke, yeah, evolved over time.
Hmm. I just like that in general. I like that in general because it just goes to show, like, if you just put your head down and work, you know, it will grow into something bigger.
You know what I would equate that to? Plant the seed and nurture the soil. You know,
Hmm.
like you said, put your head down, do the work, put the content out, and you never know what might happen a month later or 2 months later. But if you don't put the seed down and if you don't nurture the soil, then you ain't gonna get nothing. Even the short that I blew up off of, I posted that in November. It blew up in December. So you never know when one of your videos might, catch that wave and ride.
Yeah. Yeah, old video can hit at any time. Like anything. Like now. Okay, Cat Williams. Just think about people that have posted Cat Williams videos. They're blowing up
Mm-hmm.
right now. You know what I'm saying? Whether you
Yeah,
posted it a year, 3 years, 10 years, everybody going back to watch.
yeah, because everybody going back to watch that video and that teenager beat him up. And that was years ago.
And it's years ago, right? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you never know.
That was years ago, and now that's probably reaching millions of views now. So yeah, you never really know. You never know when things go hit, but you do know this: if you don't put the work in, there'll be nothing there to take off later. But
Yeah, of course.
and that's what happened. Like especially with this YouTube thing, something you do today, it might get views, but it's no guarantee. So just keep pumping, pumping, pumping. You never know what might hit. And change. Don't be afraid to change things up or try new things. I should say, and master
I'm glad
things.
you mentioned that.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm just glad you mentioned that because sometimes you can just get stuck in a rut, and that's me too. I be kind of afraid. I don't be afraid to change anything, but it's like when you're used to do it something a certain way, you just keep doing it like that. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's like you woke me up and was like, okay, and I'm like, you know what? I should have been trying to, do this, do that. Like, but that's good because sometimes you need some people to just like tap you on the shoulder and be like, well, what about this? What about that? To kind of get your mind going and wake you up.
And see, but this is the whole thing. Like when I originally came on here and said, "Let's build." You say you always hear me say that, but that's what I meant. I really meant like let's build something. Even if it's our channel, let's have some purpose. Okay, let's build a channel. Let's build content. Let's build relationships. Let's build a network. Let's build. Let's build. Let's build. Let's build something. God damn it, that's how I felt, and wasn't nobody really answering that call. So I appreciate my two sisters because now we about to create. They letting me be crazy. So we about to create some amazing things. I get to be crazy. So I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you for real. Cause like I say, you get stuck in a rut, especially when you just like by yourself doing content. I don't know for anybody else, but for me, it was like when you just by yourself doing content, you can just get in a rut to doing the same thing over and over, just being what's the word, repetitious,
Mm-hmm.
and you just keep doing it over and over. So it's like you don't think, and then for someone else to come in and kind of like I say, wake you up and just be like, okay, well, have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about this? And the fact that we throw ideas amongst each other, nobody gets offended, nobody feels any type of way. And
And that's
some of the times I have thought about it, but just didn't do it. How you just be like, well, I don't know if that's gonna work. That's what I would say to myself. Like I thought about it, I was like, I don't know if that's gonna work. When I should have just did it to see if it was gonna work.
and let me ask you this because you've been on here a lot longer than me. You a seasoned vet. Um, I noticed that too. Like,
I am not those seasoned vets, but go
but
on.
like, what made you open? Because a lot of people not open to suggestions or even help. You'll try to help somebody, they be like, "Oh, I'm straight," or "I get it," or "Don't worry about it." Like, hey, I just offer help, and I used to feel a type of way, like, "Oh, okay then," but I noticed like some people like you and Todd, like I rack y'all brains all day, and I know I annoy the crap out of y'all, but y'all just be like y'all open, you know. So what makes you like open?
Cause I first, but you can never stop learning.
Mm,
The minute you shut other people out, like you have literally somewhat stopped learning. There's always somebody that knows more than you.
mm,
So if somebody can come along and say, "Hey, what about this? What about?" Why wouldn't you be open to it? Like not unless they try to tell you, "Oh, well, how about jumping over a cliff?" You know what I mean? Like something stupid to
right.
hurt yourself. Then that's understandable. But if it's something to empower you or to help you out to build or whatever, like why wouldn't you? Especially like if you want to talk specifically about this about YouTube, YouTube is a business. So literally somebody's coming to you to help you with your business. Are you kidding me? Why wouldn't you take it? That's gonna make you more money.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? You would
mm,
be sorry to say, but you would be like an idiot not to at least listen to the advice. I'm not saying everybody's advice is good now. And then you know what I mean? Some things that some people say just might not go along with your channel. So that's understandable. But the fact that you said it, I will listen. And if definitely if it's something good, I'm definitely gonna take the advice and use it. So yeah, I'm always open to people. And then too, like I have Virgo in me, so I'm somewhat like kind of like a perfectionist. I like things to be a certain way, even though you can't get things perfect. So I've kind of let that go a little bit.
mm. A little bit. I'm just messing with you. You know I gotta pick with you. But that right
But
there, like you just like you said, if you ain't learning, then what are you doing? And that
you
that's
can
been
learn from
my
a dog. You can learn from
hey.
anything. You sit and watch it long enough, you'll learn something.
Mm, I think that probably went over people's head. I bet you it did. Observation. That's how all the ancestors learned, right? Observing the world. Even a dog.
Right.
I learned stuff from ants, man. Um, so yeah,
That's why you
definitely.
see me say like I'm always looking for a message. I'm always looking when I watch movies, whatever. I'm always looking for something. I'm always trying to learn, take a lesson out of something. Even in your own personal life, you should be learning something.
24/7, 7 days a week. Just because you ain't in school no more, that don't mean learning stop. You know, you're always supposed to be learning, looking for
And
those
even someone that
opportunities.
you look at as like not so smart, you can still learn from them too. Cause they can
Hmm.
drop gems too.
Hmm. And that's what people do. They overlook people, um, and prejudge. It's prejudice. You know, you prejudge thinking, oh, this person has nothing to offer. You missing out on the lesson. You missing out on some tools, an opportunity to learn something and grow from, because you prejudge someone. So that's all fire. So
Yeah, I'm sure you learn how to pee your old nasty. Let me shut up.
y'all be cracking me up.
But yeah, so man, listen, anybody come to me and say, did you know? I don't know. I'm like, I be eager for knowledge. I'll be excited when someone come to me and be like, did you know? Or hey, I love a good deal or somebody tell me something I didn't know. I'll be like, oh no, but thank you. Like, I'll be so happy. I don't know about y'all, but I do. Tell me about a good deal on some shoes. Tell me about something that is just everybody don't know about. Like, did you know you can get a free this and this and that? I'm all ears. I'm all ears. I'll be ready. I'll be ready to put it in my phone. Like, what's the website? What's the number? Like, I'm trying to get that.
Hey Keith, I was trying to think of a saying that went with that, and I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard that, but I'm gonna start saying it now. I like that.
A
A
day
day
you
you
gonna
don't
learn.
learn something is a day you haven't lived. That's all fact.
Hmm.
I
And
like that.
the people that think like can't nobody tell them nothing. I know everything. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you because you're going to live a rough and hard life, you know, until you wake up and listen to the people around you and start taking other people's advice. Good luck. Good luck. But your life is most likely going to be hard. You're living a hard life right now. I
It's a hard
guarantee you.
not life. It's a hard not life. I don't know why I started thinking that when you said that.
Even even CEOs listen to other people.
Yeah.
Like any businessman know they can't do everything on their own. So what do? They hire someone who knows it, who knows the information.
And even like, no, let me ask you this because, like I said, you're a seasoned vet. You got a year
I
over
am
me,
not
so
seasoned. Stop saying that.
listen. You had Tay Eats is a well-known, popular YouTube channel through these YouTube streets. Everybody know. I know you heard about Tay Eats. Everybody know Tay Eats, man. So let me ask you this, right? Does it um does it get easier? I guess um to never mind. I was
Oh
just about to.
Lord. I'm
Nah,
curious now what you was gonna say.
no. I was just gonna say, does it get? I'm trying not to be petty, but
Be petty.
does it like the longer you on here? Is it just? Does it get easier to kind of just like ignore the as Miss V will say it, the naysayer? Because I mean now I don't really care, but I see it can have an effect on your channel. Like you can see the effect that the haters can have, and it's just like I just don't the dynamic. It's like I'm not like even when you defend yourself, it's like you kind of man. I don't no, never mind.
Look, this is how I first feel. I feel like we all are not the same. But for me, I personally feel like it has gotten easier for me. But the reason why I feel like it got easier for me is because when I came on this platform, I was wide open, and I still am wide open, but there's certain, I'm private too at the same time. So I got into some stuff in the beginning, and I'm glad it happened then because now I'm like, okay, I see how y'all do on here on social media. That's what's up. Like I came into uh I came into a pack of wolves, y'all ate my ass up, but that's all right. That's all right. I learned my lesson. I learned something from that. So I gathered myself together and I got myself back up and I said, you know what? I'm learning from this and I will move on. And so now I have moved on from that situation. And it's like things have gotten better for me. And I just don't entertain certain people anymore. I don't let people get too close to me now. We cool, but we ain't cool. So back up. But
Back up, mind your business. Just
exactly.
mind your business.
Like back up for real. But at the same time, you do have to have a presence on here. You have to be friendly. You can't get on here just cussing everybody out and stuff like you can't do that. So I've learned to have boundaries. You have to have boundaries on here.
Okay. And
And I
okay.
think when you learn that, you'll be good, and you just you gotta kind of let it go and forget about the naysayers on here, certain people energy, because people will suck your energy to death. And
And,
so I think you just have to have a mind frame and try to get your boundaries together. I'm
and
sorry, I'm
I
talking
think
too much.
oh, no, no, no. I think I found a better way to frame my question. I mean my statement. Right, right there. Just act accordingly. Um, like because like I come on here and now I want this to be a brand, right? And then you got, like you said earlier, this is business, you know. But then you got people who come on here and it's not business for them, it's fun. So do you separate yourself from those people who come on here without the intentions of building or growing something, just to like play a party, or like how do you um maintain a balance? Because like you can be doing all the right things and going on the wrong panel or dealing with the wrong person can tear down everything you built. That's what I'm realizing now.
But that's why you don't go on a wrong panel. Before you get on anybody, first of all, you shouldn't just be jumping on anybody's panel. You should be
Yeah,
knowing
I
who panel
understand
you
that.
on and things like that. So if some like people ask me, like I have someone who want to interview me and stuff like that, I don't immediately just be like, yeah. So I, told the lady, okay, give me a minute, let me look at your channel. Cause I need to see what you about before I get on there. You could be a
Mm,
beef sector. I'm not hopping on no beef channel. I'm good. So I think at this point, you really shouldn't be hopping on anybody's channel. I'm just gonna say, if I was in your shoes, what I would do is I would be getting on here, giving my message and the things that I want to say. Now, the people that I see, I would be very friendly to everybody that's in the chat, but just I'm not fit to give everybody's my energy. Like if certain people are inboxing me, it'll be a real quick, yeah, like kind of like, well, what you want? Like you know what I mean? The conversation gonna be very short. Now for the people who's about building, then those are the people you give your energy to. But the people that ain't really doing anything, it's short and sweet. You gotta cut it. Hey, how you doing? Boom, and move on to the next. Only food. When it's kind of like us now. You got friends that you go out to the club with. You got friends that you do business with. You got friends that you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. And that's how you have to do it here on this platform. You got people on YouTube that you can build with. You got people that you can laugh with. You got people that you can beef with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Well, y'all heard it here. Tay said I can't jump on no more panels.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did. You said you can't get on no
I'm
more
just
panels.
saying I wouldn't if I was you. I wouldn't be I would be jumping on something. I would like Miss V say. I would be jumping on a panel for a purpose or on
Mm.
purpose. So
Antisocial said I
if it's
can't
on
neither, so that's two
purpose,
versus one. I can't jump on panels.
then jump on it. But if it's not going to help you with your brand, or you give it a message or a word, then what's the point? Because think about what the word is. What is your brand?
Yeah. Well, y'all heard it, and y'all seen it. Antisocial said I can't neither. That's what those
And I'm
laughing
not just
emojis
being
mean.
honest. If you are a beef sector and this is your brand over here, you might have your audience confused. Well,
Mm.
I seen Word over here on the beach. What he doing over here? And he all spiritual and this and that. You know, I'm just saying, you could have people looking like that. But let me shut up because I'll be talking too much.
Nah, we about to jump up. We've been rocking for 2.5 hours. I appreciate you, so we've been yeah, I think this was a dope conversation, and I think we brought something that took an angle that other people didn't take, and actually extracted some of the messages that the brother was giving. It wasn't all about him going at people, but the way he did things and what he said too. Talking about like his childhood. We didn't even talk about how many books he read a year. This man said he read 3,500 books a year. Like I'm trying to get to that number in a lifetime. I think I'm close to it, but I didn't read that many goddamn books. I didn't know a year. I think the most books I read in a year was probably about 60 in a year's time. I think that's the most. I tried to read in 1 year, but yeah,
Yeah, well, I'm a,
you said,
huh?
huh? You said what?
I just want to leave everybody, stand on business, have some integrity, have some morals. Don't be the person that's on your knees doing unsolicited things to get to a certain level. Have some, just have some morals and values, people, and that's what I got out of it. Stand on business. Period. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I stand on business. And make sure y'all checking everybody out that's in the chat. A lot of great content creators. Shout out to the Blue Crew. I'm part of the Blue Crew. Shout out to the winning team, part of the winning team. Y'all know what it is right here. Y'all see that big 9 right there? That's the 9% in the building. Um, so yeah, definitely check out all the great content creators. The Sizzler Blue, appreciate you. Antisocial, who else in it? Young Riaz hand dropping everywhere. Check out my brother Realist. Sub up to Keith too, because he gonna be popping content in a minute. He said he waiting to get himself together. I've got a feeling it's about to get together. So shout out to that brother too. I can't do it, Commander, but that's you and Nate thing. That moot moot. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of cool. We got to come up with our own sound effect, Commander. Shout out to Commander in the chat, one of the super mods. If there ever was a super mod, it's right there. Shout out to Commander. Who else in the building?
Just to answer Ria's question real quick, Riaz, you still are just be you, Riaz. You'll come into just be you and be true to you. You know,
What did he say?
I don't really know you like that, so I can't answer that. But I can say just be you.
You think you're too soft. What's wrong with being soft? You want to
I
walk around
know,
hard all the time? Man, don't. Those are concepts. Be you. If it's soft, be soft. If it's hard, be hard. But just make sure it's you. You know.
right? Be you. Don't be nobody else. Be you. Because when you not you, then you out of alignment, and it just causes a whole bunch of other problems. And you don't feel like yourself, and you doing this and doing that to prove other stuff for other people. No, just be you. And if that is soft, then be soft. So what?
Hey, and I do want to say this too. Um, it's so cool when you have people around you that will rock with you and help support you. All I was in Dominique chat and she just kept throwing up the 9%, kept giving us a shout out. So you know, when Dominique in the
Oh, that's
chat
what's up.
and y'all see that blue crew, y'all show her some love. Throw up that blue crew for Nick. She represent the 9%, showing the 9% love. We gonna show sis some love. Shout out to the blue crew. Y'all get over there and check out sis Dominique. Nick, drop your make sure your link in the chat. Y'all go check Dominique out. Check them shorts out, man. She be having me cracking up. I'm not commenting on her shorts because now she making shorts with the comment shorts. So she will have me all plastered up. So I'm gonna just find something crazy to say in her comments so I can be on the show. But yeah, shout out to the Blue Crew. And that's what I'm saying. We have to network. We have to. We should. I ain't gonna say we have to, but we should. We should be networking. We should be shouting each other out. Especially, um, we all we got. So if we don't do it, ain't nobody else gonna do it. So shout out to Dominique for that. I really appreciate that. Miss V do that a lot too. Shout out to Miss V. We part of the winning team, the whole 9%. We got memberships over there, but she show love, always giving us a shout out. Y'all go see this 9% because we gonna make some noise. What we gonna bring, they ain't gonna have no choice but to sing. So definitely. Shout out to all the people who throwing up them nines in the chats for us. I greatly appreciate that because y'all helping us get exposure. I will promise you, it'll be well worth it. Especially these ladies got some stuff coming through. Y'all got to go check out Tay. She got a whole new style. She got a whole new setup. Everything fresh and new over there. Is more. She exciting. So she added some more to the content. Look, we ain't asking you to support us because you like us. We presenting it. We go create the content to make you wanna support us. So we greatly appreciate all the support, and we go fulfill them needs. We're gonna find them solutions. We're gonna bring these tools, and the beautiful thing is we do it in different ways. You heard me and my sister Tay up here rocking out. We brought a whole different perspective to the conversation, and we took some stuff out of it. You heard my sister Antisocial come up here. She gave you that unfilteredness. That's what she is. She's an unfiltered motivational speaker. So appreciate sis. This is what we bring. This is more of a laid back stream, chilling. But we gonna turn it up. We go send some electricity through with some of the conversations we bring. So definitely stay tuned. Anything else you want to leave them with, too?
Nah, I'm good. Thank you for having me up.
Oh, no problem. And shout out to Dexter. I see you still rocking in the chat. Appreciate you over here. I don't know if they dropped your link, but I think Neat got a rent. Yeah, shout out to the Blue Crew, man. Neat doing their thing over there. We
Blue
see you,
Crew.
Dominic. We see you, Blue Crew.
Blue Crew.
Blue Crew. We see you, sir. But yeah, this is what I want to leave y'all with. That whole conversation, like I said, Brother Keith, he was right. It is a distraction. We knew all this stuff about these people, but you see a man standing up speaking his truth, and it's speaking. I mean, it's resonating with a lot of people. And
I
if you
hope
really
y'all got
listen,
some stuff out of it.
I hope
It
they.
would
I
have
hope
been
we.
nice. We should have asked the people in the chat, did they get anything else out of it?
Yeah, what did y'all get out of? I ain't got no bedtime. Um, I was kind of
Oh,
dozing
okay.
off for a minute.
It
I
would
ain't
be
gonna
nice
lie to
to
you.
see, maybe somebody got some out of it that we didn't think
Well,
of.
actually, I can do this. Anybody want to pop up and let people pop up and talk about, the Katt
Yeah.
Williams interview. Just the interview, though. I know Riaz probably gonna pop up. Riaz, if you ain't talking about the interview,
It got to be about the interview
it got
because
to be about the interview.
we trying
They
to
not,
see what people got out of it. Maybe it was something I didn't see that you saw. Maybe somebody seen something spiritually that I didn't see that you saw, or that would be good.
where it's going. Nick said she ain't watch it, but from the way we talked about it, she see where it was going. Yeah, it wasn't nothing. He revealed some stuff about people, but like I said, shit, I wasn't there. I don't really care about them people. Like I'm not shocked. You can tell me anything about Steve Harvey. I knew you was gonna pop up. Riaz, what up, man? Hold on. Make sure they ain't. Is that Riaz? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm gonna put you backstage until you can show your face or something now. Yeah, I don't. Did y'all hear anything?
Nah,
Are you
I
still
ain't hear
live?
anything.
Okay, yeah, Riz, you have to show yourself now, bro. That was weird. His icon kept flashing in and out too, like the camera was trying to come on. I don't know. Like Miss V said, no Vienna sauce. Okay, that's young Riz. That's the one and only. That's the one and only young Riz to the stage, people. What you got to add to the convo? What you get out the interview, bro? Yeah, Drip God, I don't think your mic working, bro.
We can't hear him.
It's not muted, but
And men, stop. I got out to men, stop wearing dresses. Now let me stop.
the cat might not necessarily be wrong because we know how the game is, but my thing is still go not gotta take his words with a grain of salt. But a lot of the things, like I said, Ice Cube came out and like when he was saying about
Oh
that.
yeah, what did Ice Cube say?
So he said there was never a great scene in the movie. He said it was always supposed to. It was written like that, and it was supposed to be like that. So he said it wasn't a great scene in the movie. That's you, Riaz? Okay, I seen you. But you still gotta talk something, bro. I don't know what's going on. Is it cold where you at? Riaz ready.
You talking to me?
Riaz, he was showing himself. I'm looking like, oh yeah, he looked ready. End of the day, be mindful. Yeah, so nobody else got nothing out of that besides what we said. I know y'all got something out of it. I got this
I
too.
I feel what Realist is saying, like, yeah, you gotta take some of his stuff with a grain of salt. But at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff that he said ain't nobody really blasted him on. That's the
The thing,
thing. If you was to really come out and just throwing bombs and throwing shots the way he did, people would be throwing receipts left and right.
now, let me ask you this though, because I thought about that too. I was like, if that happened to me, like if somebody came on here and just started saying all this stuff about me, why even try to defend myself? Like, would you try to defend yourself against a lie? I guess it's from who it
If
came from.
somebody, it depends on what it was. Like, if somebody was to be like, I didn't write my own jokes and I wrote my own jokes, now you're affecting my craft. Like, that's my business. And yeah, I'm going to defend that. But if it's some stuff like coming at maybe my, like, oh, my sexuality or just something like that, then stuff like that you really can't really prove, then yeah, I probably just let it go because I'm just like, whatever, it is what it is. But when you come and try to say I'm not creative and I don't write my jokes, yeah, I'm gonna probably stand up on that.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that's such pretty much wasted energy. You're not gonna waste your energy on someone like that. I mean, you can defend yourself as much as possible, but the way I do it though is I still be me regardless. I'm still gonna be nice, courteous, all that, and I'm gonna beat them in a different sense. Cause I know to them they think I'm being soft, but that's not being soft. I'm not just wasting my time on you.
Mm. Tiffany response was weak. I didn't even see Tiffany. I seen Kevin Hart respond. The do you watch the circus or do you what did he say? Do you when you go to the circus do you watch the clowns or do you um be a clown or something like that? Into that it was weak. Yeah, all them responses was weak. I don't think none of them really came at him. Yeah, I don't think none of them did. But yeah, if ain't nobody else got no responses, I think I'm gonna shut it down. I'm literally dozing off. I don't know if y'all can hear it in my voice, but your boy tired. My son got me. I've been up since 6:30.
Mm, okay, it's 8:22 for me right now.
Oh man, yeah, but we gonna be back tomorrow. Tay
Okay,
dropped off. I was just about to ask Tay something. Yeah, but yeah, I'm about to shut it down, brother. I'm about to shut it down. Appreciate you
okay,
popping up, man.
okay.
Yeah, I do not want to pass out and fall asleep on y'all. I don't know if I snore or not, and I'm not trying to figure that out. But yeah, from this conversation, if y'all can take anything, man, just look at things for what they are. Don't put your emotions into these things. This ain't got nothing to do with none of us. None of the stuff that Katt Williams exposed, it don't have nothing to do with it. So, like, even some of the discussions I'm hearing, people arguing. Don't put no emotions into the celebrity gossip or because it don't benefit you. You know, it won't benefit you. No way, shape, or form will you be benefit off of what Katt Williams did. Unless you're a content creator and you clout chasing like I'm doing right now. But anyway, it won't benefit you, right? It won't benefit you, but leave the emotions out of it. Look at things from a logical standpoint, and you can pull out information like we did because there's a lot of stuff that we can learn from it. Even though it's celebrity gossip, it was so many messages, and it was just things that we can learn from. Not the information that he spit, but what happened afterwards. You know, like what Shannon Sharp is going through now, positive and negative, because you can learn. I'm gonna talk to Miss V because I would love to break down what um, the benefit Shannon Sharp got off of this situation from a content creator standpoint. You know, I think it'd be dope if we break that down and we can see and we can learn from that. We can learn how Shannon, took advantage of this moment, and I think that'd be dope. So I'm gonna talk to Miss V and see if we can get something going with that. Uh, but yeah, don't put your emotions in. That way you can logically look at it and you can extract the information out like we did tonight. Appreciate the sis for holding me down, coming up here, rocking out with me. Appreciate that. Appreciate my other sis, Antisocial, for coming up, dropping some sauce. Riaz popping up. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Yeah, we got some stuff coming. I appreciate y'all rocking. Um, look forward to the new content. And I look forward to growing with y'all. Well, I look forward to growing to 9% with y'all. Well, yeah, and that's all I got. But y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are the conversations to build nation. And if I say anything to resonate with you, do me a favor, hit that share button. Tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until next time, we out.
try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah.
He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression,
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep on this evening. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till